Hi, welcome to the container project for Mrs. Zeeks class. I'm Mia Zatella, and now I'm going to explain a lot more about myself than you probably want. So this all began when we had to decide what container best represents our personality. I decided on a dresser, but instead of this boring plain white dresser that you see on the picture now, these are more the types of dressers that I saw my personality in. I started this project by asking 11 of my friends and family what dresser represents myself and my personality the most. These were all the options that I gave them, the ones that I personally thought reflected my personality in a sense where they could make sense of it. I was very interested to find out that 9 out of the 11 people I had chosen picked this dresser specifically. One of the others that did not pick the other white dresser decided to pick this one. And the last person, which actually happened to be my mother, picked this one. I began to see a very similar theme with all of these dressers, as I'm sure you can as well, which made me wonder what separates me from a plain white dresser like this to a dresser like that, especially since the dresser that I thought my personality would be a mix between this one and this one, which in my head I thought of as something like this. But I took the liberty on myself to draw in additional support, which are locks on every level. For the sake of this project, this is the dresser that I am going to choose that I think represents me the most at this time. One of the reasons why I'm picking this dresser is at the top you can see there's 2 tiny cabinets that are also locked. And as you can see on the outside, it's pretty and is well taken care of, but on the inside you have no idea what is in there. There's so many levels, each of them locked. And although you may be able to tell what is on the outside, there's no telling what is on the in. So I'm going to make this easier by doing you a favor and telling you what is in the drawers. In the first 2 drawers, take a key and unlock the first one. The first one will hold this item. The first item is a cactus. This actually happens to be a picture of my own cactus that I have at home. His name is Timothy. I have a cactus in my drawer because at first glance, cactus appears tiny. It's a pretty simple plant. You know what you're seeing when you're looking at one, and you can make assumptions about all the different characteristics that go into a cactus. But when you take a closer look, cactus represents so much more. Like I said, the outside appears very simple, and the regulation for them is simple as well. All they require is a little sunlight, some attention, and will be here when you need it or remember about it. But if it gets too close, it has built-in guards that are on the surface to protect itself against everything. The only thing it requires is a little sunlight to brighten its day. Some sun and occasional love and attention is all it really needs. Not too much, not too little. It's very simple in the sense it takes care of itself. Now, let's take a look at what's in the second drawer. The next thing I have in my drawer is a burning candle. And although it seems like a fire hazard, it's just a metaphor, so we don't have to worry about that today. I have a burning candle in my second drawer because, although it may seem like a simple addition to my levels, it is still locked. But as soon as you open it and you see a candle, the first thing you think of is light. And a sense of light can mean so many things in so many different variations, such as peace, relaxation, intimacy, sadness, refreshness, love, religion, mourning. There's so much that light brings to people. But to me, light means happiness. Light means peace, which is the only thing that I try to bring the people around me. And I believe whichever candle you end up choosing represents your personality in so many ways. For example, for my candle, I would have chosen fresh cut roses, fresh balsam, white gardenia, or lavender. There's a certain beauty to people sharing light, and since I have a lot of light to give, I'm more than happy to share that with the ones around me. It's time to grab that key and let's open up a bigger level. And what's hidden inside the third drawer is a map. But the map is not full of roads and pavement. The map shows you running trails. And as you venture down these trails, you start to notice impurities such as mud and bridges where you have to trust them to get across. And there's dirt paths and dirt roads, and then it changes into grass and grass roads. And the farther you run and the more time you take, the more beauty and hidden gems you will find. I look forward to running in the morning with the crisp air and dewy flowers and grass, with more people on the trail that have their own personal reasons for being there, yet you're sharing something you all enjoy or take passion in. Whether you're running, biking, or walking, you're all there for a similar reason at that time, and it's beautiful. And when I'm running, and the sun hits me just right, it's a sense of overwhelming bliss. And I wish I could share that feeling with everybody I know. Running is a sense of escape. An escape from my own head, my own anxiety, my own impurities and insecurities about those impurities. And when you're running, those things just don't matter. It's peaceful. Now, why don't we grab that lock again, and let's unlock the second big drawer. And in that drawer, you're gonna find a guinea pig, which also happens to be my spirit animal. And I know what you must be thinking, that a guinea pig makes absolutely no sense with the rest of the drawers. But it actually has a lot of meaning to myself. Everybody has heard the saying of, I was the guinea pig, or I'll be the guinea pig and try this out. And that's kind of where I'm at. I'm very experimental with myself, in the sense I always try to be different than I was the day before. And by doing that, and being the guinea pig in life, I'm putting myself on the chopping block for not just myself, but for my friends and my family. So at the end of the day, I can help. And let's be honest, not everybody loves guinea pigs, and most people keep their distance from a rodent. But guinea pigs are actually loaded in personality, and they can be sweet and endearing and lovable. So yeah, I'm okay with a guinea pig being my spirit animal. Okay, let's grab that key again and let's unlock the second to last drawer. In that drawer, you will be finding sheet music. You'll find sheet music in my drawer because music has always been an escape for me. I write it, I play the ukulele and the piano, and I sing, and I love it. It gave me a place to release all my negative energy when I didn't think I had any places to do that. And only people that know me, that truly know know how much it means to me. The ability to create music and then to express your feelings and listening to it back to you and hearing what you created, or even reading the sheet music, not knowing quite how the song goes yet, is a journey. To learn and to adapt and change it how you please and change it to fit you is important. And by the time I'm done, my head is clear. It's bright. There's light coming in through the window, and the day seems peaceful. It's not about how many likes I get on Instagram or the pressures of somebody liking the song. It's for me, and I write it for me, and I play it for me, and it will always be for me. And here we are, at the final and last drawer in level. Let's grab that key. Let's open it up. In my last drawer, you're going to find sun lights. These lights represent who I am. I'm always somebody to brighten the day of others. I want to make people happy, especially the people that I love and care about. It's all about the sunshine. Even people that I don't know and that don't know me. My major is psychology. I am going to school to help people. I need to help people for the rest of my life. It's what I want to do. It's who I am. And even if there is a darkness and there's a storm cloud around me, I've seen the darkness, I've been there, I've felt the pain. So it's always been a goal of mine to help people see the light through the darkness. To not always give advice, but to be there to listen. And I'm sharing it as light and on a string because I want to be able to share the light with whoever needs it. When you need a light, you can plug them in or flip a switch and you know it's going to be there. And I always want to be there. Sunshine has always been something that has followed me around. When I post a picture, I get "Hello Sunshine" on the post. I get them in messages, and more messages, and more messages. Even when I ask my friends what represents me as a person, sun is always included. And I hope I can continue making days a little brighter. And as my mom likes to say, I should continue being the beautiful sunflower that I am. And although the theme of this project started as whimsical flowers, and even though flowers are on my dresser, I've noticed a more common theme for myself. Light. The sun has been worshipped for many years for the light that illuminates over others. The sun has many meanings, but is mostly known as the ruler of self. The sun will give off light and bring about life. And most believe that the sun symbolizes self, that it will represent people's personalities and egos and their spirit. It makes people original. It is the identity and the face that the world will see, encouraging creativity and giving people the power to meet the challenges in their everyday life. And now we hide different parts of our personality traits in different levels of ourselves due to past and present and the future association of our mental and physical health and longevity. So the father of psychology, Sigmund Freud, psychologist Hans Eysenck and others believe that our personality largely comes from arousal levels in the brain, and their ideas are centered on differences between introverts and extroverts. But regardless of what different dressers or containers your personality belongs in, If you lock them like mine, just be sure not to lose the key.